Really? What did you find hard about it?
Cost curves are so hard to understand.
Cost curves are easy. You really probably don't know it yet, but cost curves are everywhere.
Man, that was a wild Thanksgiving break.
It was wild.
Uh-oh. You know what that looks like? A cost curve. Notice the x-axis as the quantity of the good or service, and the y-axis as the cost of the good or service. Now, the marginal cost curve shows how the cost of producing one more unit depends on the quantity that has been purchased. The marginal cost curve is a U shape. As you produce more units, the additional cost of each additional unit begins to fall. That is because those units are produced by workers that are specializing and producing more additional output. Therefore, the additional cost of those units is falling. After specialization, each additional worker produces less additional output. This causes the additional cost of those units to go up, and it creates the U shape.
Hey, do you want to go get some food?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Oh, wow, what does that look like?
I don't know.
It looks like we added the average total cost curve to our graph from before. The point right here where they intersect at the minimum is called the minimum cost output. All that means is that if marginal cost is less than average total cost, the additional product that you make there is going to lower that average total cost. So this is what businesses strive for. I know.
James, I've been thinking about what you said earlier, and I'm starting to see cost curves everywhere, like in my daily routine.
Yeah, I told you, they're everywhere you go.
Oh, well, would you look at that? What are the odds? Average fixed cost, shown right here, is the fixed cost per unit of output. Average fixed cost is equal to fixed cost divided by quantity. Average fixed cost falls as more output is produced because the numerator, the fixed cost, stays the same, but the denominator, the quantity of output, increases as more is produced.
And then we have the average variable cost. So we know that the variable cost is basically the amount of the cost of labor. And when you take the average variable cost, it's just the variable cost divided by the quantity of output produced. So you get the variable cost per units of output. And we see that after it intersects marginal costs, right here at this point, it begins to slope upward, and that's because of diminishing returns. And we know that with the larger the output, the greater amount of variable input required to produce. So that's why you get that sloping upward after marginal cost.
I just don't understand how this all comes together.
This graph is an important visual tool in understanding how firms maximize their profits. In a free market economy, firms that are productively efficient would use these curves to find their optimal point of production. This optimal point of production finds out how they can minimize their costs. It is vital to gain the highest profit margin but at the lowest production price per unit.